Good morning, teacher and classmates. My name is Irene Alonso. Today I'm going to talk and share with you my infographic about how to build safe environments in the relationship across the digital framework. The relationship in this case I developed is developed in the digital interaction and communication without being known to each other in person. Only the interaction in the social media and internet. Every day we use the internet with different purposes to connect with our social, academic, and familiar context. As you can see in the text, I mentioned some of the advantages that we as citizen or netizen or users have to interact and create communication in a good way. But in this case, I'm going to share with you some I'm going to talk about some interactions that may have a positive or negative impact in our life. First of all, mention the topic of responsibility and behaviors because I consider really important to take into account as digital citizen in our action using the internet as social media properly. As digital citizens, we must make good use of every action we carry out, since we must think about our well-being and the well-being of others. As I mentioned in the picture, our actions in this picture, our actions are limited by rules or I think suggestions created for users and their in our development using these technological tools. I am talking about the fact that as digital citizens, we create spaces where we develop our critical thinking to share, evaluate, and create new knowledge. And the most important thing is being able to manage our emotions every time. The internet and social media are places where we always must take care of our information of scrupulous people who are looking for the opportunity to take our information and to take advantage of our innocence and sometimes our ignorance as well. But as you can observe, I mentioned an important topic that every day we are involved in. This is the cyberbullying that for example for these times is very common to see it topic on different digital platforms. Actually, people send cruel or bad comments to people that they may not even know, only to just to send comments. For example, politicians or famous people are exposed to thousands of cyber attacks by followers or people who perhaps just want to contribute by leaving a bad comment without thinking about the reaction of this comment in the life and integrity of the other person. And this is just one of the many other risks that we as user are exposed to have. That's the reason why we need to prevent taking care of our password, be more reserved with our personal information, be polite with comments, and don't believe all the information and without a previous research, and many other advices that we probably have listened before, but we must um, put into practice to have a good experience in these environments. And the last topics help me to explain this section, because all of that situation where we are living every day on the internet generate in our lives a high impact in our nature and identities. That's why I mentioned this topic about values and identity. I consider their relationship with others in the network generate a huge impact in the beliefs, the values, the social and cultural identity, and some other changes that are evidenced in our actions and that are living the traces which show who we are and who we behave. In conclusion, I think it's important to know how to share these technological environments in the best way, looking for providing information or content, being respectful, taking into account the impact that this will have to others, As the same way, being responsible with our action as the digital citizen, and in enjoying and working for making internet and social media safe and friendly environments, starting to contribute as individual with the good actions, being an example for for others, for our kids, for our family members. And finally, the famous phrase of the day is, in the past you were what you had, and now you are what you share. To have in mind that appearances are deceptive, and sometimes we attract others without know the reality. And that's all of my presentation. Thank you so much, and I hope you have a great day.